All right, so I'm super excited to be back here live with y'all again. I am getting things set up, so just give me 1 second as I go live so that we can have a great conversation today. I'm super excited about this because it's so important that we have this chat in this specific season because here we are actually about to be in, like, not even about to, we're actually in the first quarter. It's January the 6th. I'm super excited to be having a conversation today about goal setting. And I'm just trying to get the last stream to go and start broadcasting. It may not work, so I'm not going to stress myself out to get it to work. Okay, so anywho, hi everybody. My name is Jessie. I am the founder of Green Eyed Ambition. I want to share with you today how I am going to go about planning out my 2022. I have been seeing on different platforms people doing vision board parties and goal setting videos and tips so that you can go into this new year having more of a strategy heading into having success in whatever you're wanting to accomplish within your business. So today I wanted to talk to you about how I'm going to go about attacking my 2022 goals. For those of you that are new to my page, my name is Jessie. I specifically work with business owners that are in the food and event space. I help them with being able to support, I help them with being able to create back office systems so that they're able to grow the business in which they're desiring through structure, systems, and processes. So it makes 100% sense that today I will be talking to you about how to go about goal setting. So, one of the things that I wanted to first go into is that am the kind of person that I would say I'm a planner person. Like I used to have day planners of all types. I love to have structure. And the reason why I am that kind of person is because I've always had full loads of stuff to do. Even back in college, I played sports. I had to work to pay my way through school, of course, just family things. So I never just had the ability to not have structure. And so when I thought about doing this live, I thought, hey, this can be very impactful because organization sometimes can be the most challenging thing that people can face, but it's even more important for entrepreneurs to be able to understand why we need to have structure and actually how to go about hitting our goals. Because I've said before on my different platforms that if you are going after your goals and you don't actually have a strategy to actually hit those goals, you'll just be having a dream. So it's super important to not just set the goals, but to know how you're planning on going about getting them so that you have the success that you're wanting within your actual business. Before I do jump in, if you are interested in getting more information about how to grow your business and how to take it to the next level, you want to subscribe to this channel. I make sure I put out videos every week moving forward because I did take a little bit of a break with the holiday season. But going back into it, I'll be going live every week to talk about different topics. And with each one of these lives, I will be placing bonus content within my Patreon community, which is called the Hospitality Club. And I will make sure that I'll put the details in the description so that you're able to actually go about joining that conversation. Okay. So as we go into this, I had to close out one of the screens because it was messing up the stream. So today, as we go into this, I want for you to really just have the understanding that you can achieve any goal that you want to set out for in 2022. The key is really taking the time to go through these 4 steps in which I'm going to give you today on how to go about going after your goals. And if you're feeling stuck, don't hesitate to reach out, ask me questions because I love to talk to people and support individuals that are in my space with being able to achieve what they're wanting to achieve. Okay, so the first thing that I always tell people when you're wanting to set your goals. And how I'm going about setting my goals is actually being super specific about what I want and why I want it. If I don't know why I want to do something, believe me, it's going to be very hard to push through the adversities and challenges that you may face. I am going to be transparent with you. Like right now, I am doing 75 hard. It's a challenge where you're having to work out twice a day and do different types of activities each and every day for 75 days. I've been doing this now for several days. Tonight, I have a full night worth of work, and I still have to do another workout. I don't want to really do it. But the reason why I'm wanting to do it is because I decided to do this challenge so that I'm working on my discipline, so that I'm not totally focusing on doing things because I want to do it. It's because I said I was going to do it. Those are two different things. You may want to have your business hit a certain income level. Great. But why? I just want to make money? Of course, people want to make money. Yet, wanting to make money does not make people wake up every day going after their dreams. There has to be something that means something to you that's going to make you go after it. So you want to be specific about what you want to accomplish and why you want to accomplish it. For my company, I have a goal for my event planning company. By trade, I do have my own event planning company. I have a goal to hit a certain number of income as well as events. The reason why I have set this goal is because I want to be able to provide opportunities to my partners so that they are able to up-level their businesses and be able to support my clients with being able to create community and a new culture. Those things move me. They may not move you, but they move me. I am a firm believer that if you can really figure out why you want to go after something, it will help you with being able to go after everything that's on your hearts and your desires. So the first thing you want to be able to do is make sure that you're specific about what it is that you want. Okay, the second thing is that once you know what you want to write it down and put it places that you are going to be constantly reminded. I am a firm believer in accountability groups, masterminds, vision boards, putting up sticky notes, using a dry erase marker, and using your mirror in your bathroom, whatever you need to do to keep that in the forefront of your mind, I highly recommend you doing it. It's not about just creating a vision board and then putting it in your closet that you never look at, or you doing this really beautiful drawing in your planner, but then you never go back to look at it. You want to set your goals, but you also need to lock into it each and every day. It's important to do that because life is going to life. That doesn't mean that life is going to do anything bad or anything good. It's just that life does what it does. Things are going to occur daily. Things that may distract you that are good, or they may distract you and are not necessarily the best. So you want to make sure that you have your goals written down somewhere that they can that is a constant reminder to you, because it's, again, if you did the first step, it's not just saying I want to have this goal, understanding why you want that goal. So when you are looking at it daily, or at least weekly, daily will be ideally. If you are looking at it daily, then you're reminded of, like, I said I wanted to get this. I said that I really wanted to have this success. So I need to get up even though I don't want to. Just like I gave the example about me doing the 75 hard. I am doing this because I want to have discipline and I want to get out of my emotions controlling my actions. So if I don't do it, and if I forget why I'm doing this, I could easily tonight go to bed and no one would know that I did not do my second workout. no one would know. I have an accountability group. No one is actually physically seeing if I go or not outside of my word. I could lie and say, I am not going to work, and say I worked out even though I did not work out. Yet, by doing that, it impacts me, not my accountability group, or anyone else. It is a reflection of how I'm showing up for myself. So it's important for you to remember, once you set your goals, you want to write it somewhere and understand why you're going after it so that you can be in integrity with what you are saying you're claiming for your business, for your family, for your finances, or wherever you're going after. Okay, so the third thing that I like to recommend to people when it comes to setting your goals is to not just have this major, massive, big goal. Some people love to they find themselves excited by large numbers or huge goals. Where I do find that there's a good amount of people that when a goal is too big, especially when it's going to require for them to step outside their comfort zone, that a big goal does not excite them. It actually scares them. I don't know if this relates to you. If you found yourself in that type of position, it's going to be important that once you set this big goal, you want to be able to put it into smaller goals. In my accountability group, for example, my mastermind group, and if it's something that might be helpful for you, I'll make sure I'll put a link of the details in the description for you. But in my mastermind group, we're actually going to be doing weekly accountability goal setting, weekly goals, and there's going to be accountability with it. The reason why we're doing this is because when we have this large goal, and if we're not present to it, like the second step, is that we can go like fully out the first week where we're calling everybody, we're doing all this stuff. You may have this phenomenal social media strategy and you're going live and you're doing all these things. And then week 2, because it starts getting busy, you do half of that. Week 3, you just stop doing it. And then 2-3 months later, you're like, oh my gosh, I still haven't gotten the result I want in my business. What has happened? What has happened is that because we're not doing bite-sized goals where we can do weekly or daily activities that are feeding into that goal, this year can be just like last year. And it can be like 2 years ago. And I know and I truly believe that you want something phenomenal for 2022. And the way for you to get that is to make sure that you're doing bite-sized goals. So one of the goals that I have for my event planning company is that in 2022, I would like for us to have 200 events that are booked. That may sound pretty lofty if you're the type of person that your company probably has only done 20 events in a year. With my company in 2019, before the pandemic, we were able to do 503. So 200 events isn't a huge goal for me, but we are shifting some things and I am fine with hitting the 200 due to the market that we're changing, the profit that we'll be able to make, and how much more revenue we're going to make by switching who our client is and the direction that we're going. So what I did was, knowing that the goal is 200, I divided 200 by 4, which gives you 50 events. So what I then am doing is I am setting weekly actions and intentions so that I have enough momentum going through my sales funnels to be able to hit the goal that I have for my events. I just wanted to give that example for you just so that you can have a visualization of how do you break this one big goal into smaller goals. It doesn't have to be contrite. It doesn't have to be anything that's super overwhelming or something that you simplify so much that it's not going to get you the result you want. But you do want to make sure you're doing small bite-sized goals so that you can lead into the fourth one is celebrate the small victories. So for the 4 steps, the first step is that I'm specific about what I want to achieve and why I want to achieve it. The second goal is that I'm going to write it down somewhere. Third is that you want to break it into bite-sized pieces. And then once you're able to break it into bite-sized pieces, it leads you to the fourth part where you want to celebrate your small victories. These small victories are going to be the kindling and the gasoline to your fire to be able to exceed any goal that you set. This is why it's not as important to focus on just this big goal. While you're growing into your leadership and growing your business, you will hit the big goal. But you have to be consistent in your actions so that you're doing the small activities to be able to celebrate to get into on your journey to hitting your big goal. So I recommend is that your big goals, and your big accomplishments are phenomenal. But don't discredit the small ones that you're going to hit along the way. On Saturday, I'm actually going to be hosting a virtual vision board party. It's going to be for my Patreon community. If you have found these tips to be helpful, I will be having the recording available for those that were not able to come to the live session. Then also my Patreon community will have access to some bonus trainings that are going to be about goal setting and how to do projections, which all plays a part into us not just setting a goal, but actually going through with what we're wanting to hit and doing the actions that are going to produce those results. If you have found this video helpful, please share this with a friend that you think can learn a little bit more about how to set their goals in a way that they can actually achieve it. I am super excited about everything that's coming ahead in 2022. And I'm also excited about more of the great videos I'm going to be bringing to you on this channel. So you want to make sure that you take a moment to click the subscription so that you do not miss out on any videos that I'm going to be uploading. And if you want to connect, I'll have our contact information in the below description. And that will be it for today. I hope that this is helpful and you have an amazing evening.